I am here in Orlando, Florida, and one of the top things on my list was to go and check out a Barnes&Noble. I am here today, so come with me for a look around. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charlene and this is my little YouTube channel where I talk mainly about books, but also with a little bit of travel and lifestyle as well. And today we have a bit of a crossover because I'm here in Orlando, Florida on my holiday, and today we're going for a look around Barnes&Noble. So this book is super interesting. This is The End of the World as We Know It, and it is based on The Stand by Stephen King, but this isn't written by Stephen King. This is a collection of stories kind of born from the world of The Stand by Stephen King, written by all of these various authors, and it is, I think it's got an introduction by Stephen King, so it's kind of like okayed by Stephen King, but it's really interesting because The Stand is one of my favourite books of all time, so this is a book that's kind of born from it. So this is a maybe in my mind, but I think it might be a bit too chunky to take home all the way back to the UK, but so interesting to see, and I really like the cover too. When I went into the other Barnes&Noble the other day, there was a really lovely shop lady, and she was giving me lots of book recommendations, and I told her that I like thrillers and dark academia and romantasy, and she recommended to me a book that I've never heard of before, but it's called One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. So I've seen that this book has this one and the follow-on in some really beautiful hardback books with some beautiful edges, but I don't really know if I want to buy them yet because I haven't read the book, so I don't know if I even like it, and they're pretty expensive. But I have found this paperback, so this is on the maybe pile. I found Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. So this book, if you've been living under a rock, this has been all over Bookstagram and BookTok and everything. I'd actually never heard of the Manacled or Alchemized books before this came out, and everybody was just raving about this, and it's something that I really want to read. But so far they only have the hardcover here in the US, and I think we might have the paperback at home, so this would be really bulky for me to get home, but it is definitely up there on my list, and I'm just so excited to even just see it in person because I haven't seen it anywhere else yet. I've just found the perfect thing for me ever, and if any of my friends know me, they'll know that this is a perfect thing for me. This is a daily planner called Things I'll Cancel Later, and this is me. I am the friend of the group that makes plans and always cancels. Unfortunately, I wish that wasn't me, but it is, so I think this is pretty perfect for me. Thing that I tend to collect on my travels are pins, and I found book pins, one of 1984, which is one of my hubby's favourite books, and one of Romeo and Juliet, which is very applicable to us because we live in Shakespeare's town. And I found this really cute little keychain as well that says bookworm. What I think I'm going to have to do is do a sweep, see what I like, and then maybe come back later, or like have a coffee or something and get my head together, because this could either be a situation where I absolutely lose my mind and pick up everything and then have to buy a suitcase to travel home with, or it could be that I just get something wrong, so I'm going to have to go and collect myself, cool down a little bit and then try again later. These are so cute.
The hauntingly hilarious, the old lady that almost swallowed a bat. So, join us right now in the children's department.
It was the same in the last Barnes& Noble that we went into as well, but I think it's so cool that they have a big music and DVD department as well as books. It's like you can get everything that you need just in the one place. For those of you that don't know, Barnes& Noble do loads of exclusive editions of books, and these are the ones that they had in on the day that we went in. All of them are really, really beautiful. They've got foiled edges and they're just so cool and collectible. So we were thinking about bringing some of these home, but they're just too bulky and heavy. One thing I'm noticing is that they have a lot of different covers here in the US, like this Babel here, completely different to the one that we have in the UK, and I'm umming and ahhing about taking it home. This is what I was talking about, where the last lady in Barnes& Noble and the other Barnes & Noble suggested this to me, and I just found this box set of, is it called a box set when it's books? Yeah, I think so, of both books paperback. So I think this is high up on the list because, like I said, I'd never heard of this before, but she had a lot to say about this, and she said it was dark academia meets romantasy, so that sounds perfect. So maybe I might be in trouble because I just found another copy of The Secret History. I already have 2 versions of this at home, but I don't have this particular one, and that is so floppy. I think we've come to the realisation that American books might be more floppy just because the paper's not as great quality. I don't know, but either way I love the floppiness. But yeah, this is a maybe. Okay, so I've come out of Barnes & Noble now, and the classic thing happened exactly like I thought it would. That happens every time, and that's that I got overwhelmed and I didn't know what to buy, so I've come out with a tote bag. I wanted to buy a Barnes & Noble tote bag anyway, that was on my list, but I was walking around one point and I had an armful of books, and I was like, I can get this one at home. I'm checking on like Waterstones and on WH Smith and Amazon and everything, and most of the things that I had in my arms I could get from home. I only would have wanted to have bought something from Barnes&Noble if it was like an exclusive or an American version. I didn't have anything like that in my hand, so I just thought I may as well get those other bits when I'm home, because they'll be bulky and heavy to take home anyway. So I've got a few things in my mind to buy when I'm home, or if there's anything that I see in between now and the end of the holiday that is exclusive to the US, then I will absolutely get that, because we might pop into another bookshop before we leave anyway. But for today I decided not to buy any books just because I got overwhelmed, and also, like I said, most of the things I can get from home anyway. But I really enjoy going to have a look around Barnes&Noble. I wish we had them at home because they're so big. They've got so many different sections. They've got music, they've got a Starbucks section, they've got like cuddly toys, they have like gifts. And it is like Waterstones, but just bigger. Everything's bigger. So I really enjoyed going to have a look around. I hope that you enjoyed having a little look around with me as well. I did see the 20th anniversary special edition Twilight book, which I was umming and ahhing about, but I've seen a few friends of mine have bought them at home from Waterstones, so I don't want to risk getting that dented and everything on my way home in the suitcase and everything like that, so I decided to leave it. But anyway, I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this video and enjoyed having a little look around Barnes&Noble with me. I would love you forever if you would like this video and subscribe to my little channel, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!